Patrick Bet David talks about Ripple and XRP possibly taking the place of Swift again on his show. We're going to talk about that. We will also look into how Ripple can save people $140 billion a year by switching from Swift to Ripple and XRP. We'll also look at some new comments made by Joseph Lubin, who says that they think they already won with Swift and Ethereum. But wait, don't get too excited. It might take years to roll this out, as I was able to discover. We will also talk about some things Paul Atkins has said, but let's start with this. I'll show you. That is a great point. Wire is faster than ACH, even though ACH is younger. That means it has 10 warnings on it. The other bank will get it. When you click here, make sure it's a bank. Yes, but you guys know what Ripple, XRP, and Swift can do. Just in the last few days, a huge amount of money was put into Ripple, which was also a record for them, XRP. What do you think about that? Yeah, I agree that Swift is a very old scheme. It's funny how it works like a messaging app where you can say, hey, we're sending you X amount of money. Like, okay, then the bank makes the necessary changes. From what I hear, it doesn't actually send money. But from what I've seen about how fast Ripple or any of the other providers could do it, they could do it much faster and for a lot less money. The hardest thing about getting rid of that system is that you can't send a lot of money to someone in another part of the world right now. You're not by yourself. A lot of people are. Swift doesn't know how to get money into strange areas. Allow me to show you how much cash people spend and how much cash is lost every day with the present banking system. This is the reason why big banks don't want to switch to blockchain. Look at how much money they are costing you. They are scared and scared of it. You could save 95% if we moved and did all of these different payments that Swift lets you do with Ripple and XRP. In the next 10 years, that's $140 billion a year. That means people will save $1.4 trillion. This is what will happen if payments don't go up any further. There are billions more payouts made every year. That much we know. With this in mind, we begin to picture the future and how Ripple and XRP will be very important in it. Now, some people say Ethereum will go 100 times higher from here. Also, Joseph Lubin has said a lot of times that it's pretty much over. Guys, please hit like on the movie if you like Ripple, XRP, and this channel. Let's show this movie to Ethereum supporters who don't believe XRP has any use. They will be shocked when I go over this information with you. Let's set up Joseph Lubin. A lot of us were in Frankfurt when Swift Ledger was announced, and the mood has changed a lot since then. We had to stay on our own DeFi train since the beginning of Ethereum. The AdFi rail had to stay on its DeFi rail, and the two should never touch or cross, or dragons would appear. Bad things were going to happen. Dragons would be there. At Sibos in Frankfurt, the mood was very different. What banks have told us and what Swift's leaders have heard from banks is also very good. Pretty much it's time for TradFi to join with or use DeFi. This proves that Swift employees don't know what they're doing. Why would you go to Ethereum and Consensus, which don't really belong in the payment settlement system area, and hope that they can make a system that you can use instead of what Ripple and XRP have to offer? It just makes no sense. Do you hear this? People are being lied to right now when they say this system will be up and running by later this month. It was just a thought written on a napkin. You start to wonder how much Ethereum paid to get a free pass here in the US. Joseph Lubin and the team paid for Ethereum to get a free pass. I want to know how much it costs to hire a Swift pilot. They might have paid $50 million or $100 billion. They paid $15 million to make Ethereum's rules clear when they shouldn't have. This makes you wonder what was going on in the background. As of now, Swift has teamed up with 30 banks, such as JP Morgan City, Bank of America, and others, to test its new blockchain system in a limited way. The change is meant to use Lydia's flexible Layer 2 technology to settle global payments in real time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This will cut down on costs and the number of middlemen needed compared to Swift Rails. Just let me make this clear. Swift thinks that by using Ethereum's Lydia Layer 2, they can at least persuade banks to stick with them and use the blockchain that they are still working on and haven't tested yet. They haven't tried it out yet. I haven't checked it out yet, but they should pick this over going to Ripple and using their 13-year-old technology that has been tried and true. Do they want you to think that? Look at this. It gets better after this. The system has been in a full-on pilot phase since late 2025 with tests of stablecoins and a schedule for the full deployment of tokenized assets. This is where things start to get interesting. According to Swift's public statements and analysis by a third party, The core blockchain infrastructure will go live in November 2025, when the network will start to receive its first institutional payments. This is the time when blockchain-based payment tools like wallet integrations will go live in production and work processes. Blockchain will be able to be used with the first rollout. Even though the date of November 2025 says that the blockchain will be fully integrated for some use cases, experts in the field say that it could take several years for all message flow to fully transition and be fully deployed across all institutions. Because first you have to build the system, then you have to test it and make sure there are no bugs, and finally you have to have people use it for years. You are moving the whole banking system. Do you think they'll just start something in November and go all out in December? For sure, this will take another 2 to 3 years, and they're not telling you that, are they? They're telling you it's over. But they want you to think that Swift and Ethereum have already run one. Indeed, that's what they want you to believe. In fact, BlackRock is doing everything they can to support Ethereum since their clients' money is held in it. It would be interesting to see if BlackRock goes all in on an XRP offering. Will they also be here supporting XRP? Ever since all of this news came out, BlackRock has been pushing Ethereum. Let's watch this video to understand what I mean. They will say and do anything to make sure that their customers' Ethereum-based goods do well, because a lot of their customers have them. Let's play. I agree with a lot of what you said. The popularity of stablecoins, tokenization, and blockchain technologies in general often have something to do with Ethereum. This year, a lot of the S&P 500's rise has been due to technology stocks, both big and mid-cap. But if you're looking for other ways to profit from this tech boom, there's crypto, and Bitcoin has done really well this year, Christian. But stablecoins and tokenization are getting more attention these days as well. Last week, it was said that the SEC was looking into whether to let stocks trade on the blockchain. What do you think about this? Yes, we believe that will happen, and it will cause a lot of trouble. It will save clients time and money. We believe this will be a good thing that brings capital markets into the 21st century. We believe that blockchain is the best way to do it. Blockchain can be used in many ways, such as to make payments with stablecoins, which is what the Genius Act did this year, or to tokenize assets, which could happen with stocks or real estate. We believe this is a big theme that will have an effect on both tech and fintech, and of course the crypto world. We have a block ETF. We haven't been in since 2018, and since then we've been actively buying blockchain and crypto stocks.